Hello, I'm Britta Kremke, the founder of Kremke Soul Wool. Today I would like to explain to you the differences between the different organic certificates. As you maybe know, we have a lot of GOTS certified or GOTS certified yarns in our range. GOTS stands for Global Organic Textile Standard. What exactly it means, I will explain a little bit later. We also have now new RAF certified yarns. RAF stands for Responsible Animal Fiber, and we have Responsible Alpaca Standard. This is our beautiful baby alpaca from BC Garn. We have Responsible Mohair Standard yarn. This is the Silky Kit from Kremke Soul Wool. And we also have, not we, but there's also a Responsible Wool Standard, but all the wool yarn, the sheep wool yarns that we have in our range and that are organic are normally GOTS certified. So this is why we don't have an RWS certified yarn in our range at the moment. Now, what is the difference? GOTS comprises a lot of certification and standard steps. It really reaches from the very beginning, from where do the animals roam, what do they eat, how are they treated, how are they shorn, is the payment for every worker in every production process fair, are the environmental impacts as low as possible, and even here in our warehouse we regularly have to train our employees about safety at work, first aid kits have to be spread everywhere. So it's a very, very comprehensive standard. And now the difference to the RAF standards is that, for example, with alpacas, the alpacas roam and eat in the highlands of Peru. And there it is almost impossible to check every meadow and to see if every meadow is free of any pesticides or any other harmful substances. Now, to be honest, I have been to Peru, and in 4,000 meter altitude, I don't think that anybody would go there with a tractor and spread any harmful substances on the meadows. But it cannot be 100% controlled, and this is why people invented this new standard that starts from checking the farms, how they keep the animals. And these farms are very small, so the checking process is maybe a little bit simpler than with the GOTS standard. And then, of course, how are the animals shorn? How are they treated? Are all the workers paid fair? And then the whole production process is controlled in the same manner as it is done with GOTS. And for example, for us, if we would have both certification bodies, if it was the same certification body, we could even save some checking steps for one or the other certificate because they are similar or even identical. So for us, GOTS is the most comprehensive standard, but for alpaca and mohair, the mohair goats also roam in the highlands and are raised by small farmers. So the same applies here that applies to alpaca. The standard starts at the very first point where it is feasible and realistic to check things. All the rest is exactly the same as GOTS, and this is why we believe and we try to certify all our delicate yarns, I would say yarns that cannot be checked GOTS. We would like to try to certify these in one of these standards. Yeah, so please try to contribute to a healthy environment and animal protection by looking for these new, relatively new logos, RAS, RMS, and so on. Thank you for listening.